G'day all, it's Colin from PCTLC and thanks for joining me. In this video we're going to be looking at trying out my PCTLC YAD forms and scripts. This time on Ubuntu. Now I had a few difficulties. I was getting a lot of flickering. I had to install Wayland. I was having issues with the mouse pointer not working in Virtualbox. Then I tried things in Virtualbox, come across a few errors and I had to fix those. So I did those on video, and also I tried it again and I thought I would try Virt Manager this time. So I did it a couple of times. I am trying to reduce, when I come back to make videos, I thought I'm going to reduce the amount of time and make the videos a lot shorter, but I'm just finding that impossible because you really want to show everything that you're doing on video so people can see what's going on. I thought I'd done most of the testing for all of this, but I might have picked up an older folder and run with it because I had a lot of folders everywhere. I was copying them all over the place, so that could have been an issue with that. So anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so here we are on Ubuntu. I don't think I'll be able to full screen because I'm losing my mouse under Wayland. And if I'm not under Wayland, I'm getting flickering. So I'm in a bit of a grey area right now. So let's just go to the shared folder and grab my Yad-PCTLC and copy that over to home directory. Paste that. So what we're going to do is open this up and we're going to copy the Yad script. First of all, we'll check if that is executable. And yes, it is. And let's open up a terminal here and /cop tab to autocomplete. And we're going to copy this time, copy Ubuntu Utility. So that's D and put in the password. It's probably going to be installing YAD and anything else that's required. Let's say no to that. We don't want to continue that for now. And we'll just install, that's just an update and upgrade, but just want to install what's necessary to copy this YAD script first. So we can do an update to Ubuntu once we're done. So that should be the YAD script copied over. So now we can exit that. Close the terminal, and now we should have a utility, Ubuntu Utility. There we go, Ubuntu Utility. Now this Ubuntu Utility can update Ubuntu and then upgrade Ubuntu. So we can click update first, because in some cases you only want to update, you don't want to upgrade, and then we can upgrade. So I've made them separate just in case you need it separately. And let's enter that. So let's upgrade Ubuntu first and run through that. So this one here, the update Ubuntu, all that will do is refresh the repository. So what it's looking for is any updates available. And then after that, you can upgrade. Now, in some circumstances, you might want to just do an update just to refresh the repo so you can install something, but you might not want to upgrade at the time. That's why I've made those separate, just in case you need it. It's a simple, update and then upgrade. You can do it in one hit, but I prefer to do them separately because sometimes updating is just preferred in some circumstances. That's why I've done it that way. What we've done here is we've got a check snap list, we've got remove snap, and we've also got block snap. Block snap actually creates a little file that, and I've got to remember what that looks like. Let's just quickly go to the home folder. So we'll just check this one out. This is the one we copied over. So we'll go to the Ubuntu scripts and let's have a quick look at the block snap. Should be up here somewhere. So let's open that up. So what that does is changes the directory into Ubuntu-scripts. It prints this information here out to a document called nosnap.preference.txt. So what it does is it puts this information and writes it into this text document here. And then what I do is I move that document into Etsy app preferences.d, and then the document is moved into that folder there. And what that does is whenever you update Ubuntu, it does not update the snaps, and it will not install snaps again once you remove it. That's how that's working there. Now, if you want to restore snap, then that'll just restore all the snap information. So then if you want to restore the snap, you've got the option here to restore the snap back again. Let's just check that one out, restore snap. And what that does is removes that little text file there, and then installs snap and installs the snap Firefox as well. So that's what that does. So pretty much you're back to where you started. Now I don't know if this works for the next Ubuntu, the 2404. I do not have to look into that. I'm sure it won't be too difficult, but you've got the option there to remove snap and then restore it if you want. Okay, so we're at 99% complete for the upgrade, so we're almost there. Won't be long, and that box will close, which is how it works with the Yad forms. And that's the upgrade complete. It's getting a bit noisy in here. The shower's running. The Nuck's screaming its head off since I installed Wayland and started running OBS. So it's getting noisy. I need to complete this at a later date. So we're going to come back and check out this utility at a later date when the timing is a little bit better, and we'll check out some of the Yad forms for Ubuntu. So that was a fairly massive update as well, so really do need to shut it down and reboot, but I'll do that. That'll happen naturally when I come back and continue this video. So here we are once again back on the desktop of Ubuntu 22.04, all updated and upgraded, and we're ready to try out a couple things with the utility. So let's get on with that. So let's look for the Ubuntu utility. There it is there. Now, first thing we're going to do is check the snap list, and you can see that there's some snaps installed there. Let's just full screen that. That's on a sleep, and it will disappear after its set time. But that just gives you an indication of the snap list itself. So we can verify that snaps are installed. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove snap. Put in the password. Alright, so I've tried to remove the snap, and there was an error. I had to stop the video and check what the error was. So I've made a slight change to this so I can see, so it will sleep for about 5 seconds, so we can see any output that does happen. And it was actually saying that it was has an auto refresh change in progress. So what I think we need to do is maybe run another update, because there may be some updates or something going on in the background there. So we'll do that first, and then we'll do another upgrade, because there may be something upgrading again, because no, it looks like the upgrade is done. So I might have to sleep some of these options here so things can be read. Okay, so it seems as though we have some sort of auto refresh on in Ubuntu. So we're just going to check out software and updates. Now it's got some updates which I checked before and they weren't there. So let's run the update again. So there must have been something coming through earlier, and then we'll upgrade. Okay, so let's try the remove snap once again. And there we go. So now it's working. Could have been updates coming through at the time of running it. All right, so now let's check out the snap list. No snaps are installed yet. Try snap install hello world. So now what we want to do is block snap. Let's run that. And let's have a quick look in here. It should be etc preferences.d, and that should make a little file in there eventually. Let's check that out. And there's your little file. Let's quickly open that up, and as you can see, it's pinned it. It was a long time ago I did the research on that, so I'm assuming that's all correct. And we should be right to go. When you continue to update and upgrade Ubuntu, it should not reinstall snaps. Anyway, let's move on from that. We have Flatpak integration here, so we can install Flatpak for Ubuntu. Let's do that. Yes. Put in your password. And please restart to complete setup. We need to add the Flatpak repo, which should work for all bases. Please log out to complete Flatpak remote. Well, we'll see whether we do need to or not. Let's install something fairly simple. Let's just install GIMP and see if that works. Yep, so that's working. So there was no need to log out to complete that. So now we have Flatpaks installed, ready to go. So that is GIMP installed. Do we need to log out for GIMP to show up? Probably not. Or maybe we do. It does take a few seconds. Maybe we need to log out for GIMP to show up. So that's that. I'm pretty confident the rest of those will work. I have tried them all, unless I've made some errors since then, which I don't think I have. So let's exit that. We have our browser installer, Ubuntu browser installer. Yes, we don't have a browser now, do we? Probably because of removing Firefox. So what we can do is install Firefox. Let's have a quick look at the Firefox, the install Firefox command. Let's have a look at the script on that. We're looking for Ubuntu scripts and install Firefox, Ubuntu Firefox. Let's check that out real quick. So what we're going to do is install wget, and we're going to download Firefox from the Firefox website, and we're going to unpack it and remove it into all the locations that's necessary, into opt, user and desktop files as well, and also into opt and user bin. I'm going to link that up. So that is how we're going to install Firefox with this one. So let's install Firefox. And we should be installing wget. Oh, it's downloading the Firefox. Maybe wget was already installed. And if all's gone well, we should have Firefox in the menu. No Firefox in the menu. Okay, interesting. Let's do a quick log out and see whether those two applications are going to show up. Let's log out real quick. So we're looking for GIMP. There's GIMP. A little bit slow on the startup there. And there we have GIMP installed. Now I'm hoping that Firefox is also in the menu. There's no Firefox in the menu. So it should have changed directories into opt. So there should be a Firefox in user bin Firefox. Okay, so there's the error there in that script. So this is what I mean. I changed a few things around. This script is it should be user bin. I was using user local, so I hadn't updated that script. Yeah, that's one little thing. I was going out of my mind wondering why that wasn't working. So what I need to do is we'll go into user bin yad Ubuntu scripts, and we're going to open here in terminal, and we're going to sudo nano Firefox, that one there, and put in our password, and I'm going to change that to user bin Yad, and just Control X to exit, and then press yes to save it and enter, and we should be good to go. Sometimes I do recheck that just to make sure that's stuck. Yep, Control X, and that should be good to go. So let's see if that works, because I'm going to have to change my original one. Let's install Firefox again. Actually, no, let's get rid of that. Let's remove Firefox. And then we'll do a fresh install once again. Now let's see if Firefox is installed. No, I think I may have picked up the wrong folder, I think, for this, because I definitely made changes to this. So what we've had to do here is in user bin Yad, I've had to change the script slightly. Now, I'm sure I've done this before and it worked fine, but on this occasion, I don't know, maybe updates to Ubuntu or something. I'm not really sure what's happened, but I've had to put a change owner in there for the desktop file. So what we're going to do here is with the browser utility, let's remove Firefox. So that's done. So if we go to here, there'll be no Firefox. All well and good. That's install Firefox. I've had constant problems with not getting the mouse working in here, probably because I'm running under Wayland. So I might have to revisit some of these scripts to make sure that they're all correct. I'm pretty sure it did work with, besides the error with the local bin or whatever it was, that should have been working. So let's just see if Firefox is, now Firefox is there. Okay, so there we go. So Firefox is installed. Let's not do that yet. Let's try Google Chrome. I'm not sure if there's updates to Ubuntu that caused that issue, or whether that's what I should have done in the first place, but I'm 100% sure I've checked all these and they were working at some stage. Maybe it's something I overlooked on the Ubuntu one, but I have tried it before. You know what? Maybe I didn't try the Firefox one because it's just something that I normally use, and I probably took it for granted that Firefox is there, so it's not an issue. But maybe it's an issue that I didn't have to do in Arch that I have to do in Ubuntu. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just one of them that I haven't checked. So let's just check if Google Chrome is installed, and there's Google Chrome. No. There's Google Chrome installed. We can install Edge if we want. Let's just check if that's working. I'm not sure whether that worked or not. That was quick. So we're having a problem with Edge as well by the looks of it. See, that might be the other problem, is curl may not be installed. So that's something I've overlooked there as well, because sometimes on my testing grounds I probably had curl installed. So we'd probably have to do sudo apt install curl. Let's save that. That's probably what the issue is there. And for my main folder, I need to make these changes. So it's Ubuntu scripts. So I'm just going to make that change. I'm pretty sure that's all it is. Sudo apt install curl. Let's save that. If that's not correct, I'll make a change. So let's go back to here. That's install Edge. So now it looks like it's installing Edge. Yeah, I was pretty confident these were going to work, but this is where testing comes into it. I was confident this was all good, so I may need to just put a hold on maybe even putting this folder out in the wild till all these are working. Yes, I was so confident that these were working. I have tried this before, but you know, there's so many scripts involved in this. Maybe I've overlooked a couple, and that's clearly an oversight on my behalf that wasn't installing curl before that. So I need to go through all of these again. Let's just quickly check if Edge is installed. Not on my main system. Edge, and there's Edge. So that's up and running. I didn't really expect this video to be some sort of testing ground. I was just going to show how everything works, but however, we've come across a couple of issues, and it's probably a good thing in a way. So I'm going to continue installing all of these, which I have done before, and I never had these issues, so I may have made some changes. I have installed everything on Ubuntu before, and it all worked, so I'm not sure what's happened there. So that's supposed to be Vivaldi installed. There's Vivaldi. If you want to use Vivaldi, we can install Brave. Continue, yes. So that's Brave installed. And there's the Brave web browser. And then we've got Opera, whichever way you want to say it. And we'll install that. So it looks like most things are working. And there was just a couple of oversights on my behalf there with a couple of scripts. Let's just say yes to that. All right, so that should be Opera installed. And there's Opera. Okay, so that's working as well. So that's all the browsers installed. This one here will remove Brave, and it adds a Brave repo, so that will uninstall the Brave repo as well. So we've got all the browsers installed, as you can see there. Now we do have a Virtualbox utility. We can install Virtualbox for Ubuntu. Virtualbox. Check kernel base. I don't think that's an issue for Ubuntu, to be honest. You can add Virtualbox support and shared folder support. Then we've got the other utility, which is the Virt Manager Utility, and we can install Virt Manager on Ubuntu. So that is Virt Manager installed. Let's just see if that's opening up. Virtual Machine Manager. So there it is there. Unable to connect to libvirt. Make sure the libvirt daemon is running. So let's have a look at the status. Active and running, apparently. Start libvirt D. I don't know, it's running by the looks of it. Enable libvirt D. Status. Active and running. Virtual Manager Machine. It might be because we're in Virtualbox. Oh, there it is. So, yep, no errors now, so that's all good. It's saying it's not connected. Could be a Virtualbox issue there. Let's just see if disabling works. And libvirt D status. Looks like there's an error there. Active and running. Inactive now. Okay, so now it's inactive. I don't know what this error is. Unable to open DEV KVM. Start libvirt D. Status. Active and running. I'm not sure what that error is there. It may be the folder that it's looking for, possibly, for a virtual machine. Let's just have a look at Virt Manager. Alright, I'm not 100% sure about that, but it definitely is installed. I'm not going to check the functionality on a Virtualbox itself, because that could be an issue. That would have to be real hardware issue job there. So just to recap, we've installed all the browsers. They're definitely working. We've installed Virtualbox, and that appears to be working. Virtualbox Utility. Let's go back to Utility here, and let's download the Virtualbox extension pack. Let's open Virtualbox and install. That's preferences, extensions, that one there, install. I agree. This one differs from the one on my main machine. So that's downloading a different. So it's already got an extension pack installed. Okay, so that's probably one that we need to ignore. We can add Virtualbox USB support. And Virtualbox shared folder support. So no errors there. Yeah, the extension pack we might be running a different version of Virtualbox in here. So here we are on Virtual Machine Manager. So I've installed that, I think on one of my videos, and I've installed it alongside Virtualbox in my EzArcher KDE PCTLC ISO. I thought I'll test this out, and then I'll see how my Yad scripts go as well. We'll do a second lot of Yad scripting to see how we go with that. So this is a fresh install. So I've got my Yad script here. I've got shared folders up and running on Virtual Machine Manager. So let's go into this and copy this. I'll open it first. Go to Properties, Permissions. Yep, that's correct. Open terminal, /copy that, and copy Arch, copy Ubuntu Utility D, and put in my password. Let's see if all this works well. See if we have a successful Firefox install on this. So once again, we need to, it's going to attempt an upgrade, and I'll say no because I don't want to do that yet. And then it's going to install your Yad. Yep, it's installing the package Yad. So to make sure that the Yad scripts work, or the Yad forms work, and then the scripts will work. So we can exit that. And by rights, we should have an Ubuntu utility in here. There we go. And we have full screen in Virtual Manager, and I'm not having any problems. So first of all, we're going to update Ubuntu. I probably should download the latest ISO. It would be a lot less updates involved. Now we'll upgrade. And yes for that. And we'll come back when that's done. Okay, so we have updated that. I'm going to do a reboot. Let's do that first, and I suspect there'll be some more updates once this is done. Just make sure my shared folder's there. I don't know why we just can't skip this whole thing. Let's make sure my shared folder's still there on startup. Yes, it is. Okay, no worries. So let's go to Utility again, Ubuntu Utility. Let's update Ubuntu again. I suspect there's more updates after the initial major update. I need to get the latest ISO. I think that'll be better. That's do an upgrade. Alright, didn't seem to do anything. So let's check the snap list. That's the snap list. That's remove snap. See if we get the same error as we did in Virtualbox. No, we didn't. So I don't know, that worked fine this time. I suppose you can just put that down to bad timing, to be honest, in Virtualbox. Maybe. So let's check the snap list. No snaps are installed yet. Okay. That's block snap. There's our little file there. So that should be working fine. And that's all done. Then we've got browser install. Let's go to browser, Ubuntu browser installer, and that's install Firefox and see how we go this time. Hopefully this works. So now what we need to do is check if Firefox is installed. And there's Firefox. There just takes a few seconds to show up, but at least this time it worked. So that's all good. Firefox is installed. So we know the other ones work. That's not a problem. We got Flatpak as well, if we want to install Flatpaks. Now, virtual machine, we don't have Virtualbox anywhere, but we can install Flatpak. We can try and install a Flatpak and see what happens. Flatpak command not found. Okay. I ignored that on my first video. See glasses, I think. But okay, let's install Flatpak. And hit enter for yes. Put in a password and restart to complete setup. Okay, so what we'll do now is add the Flatpak repo. Please log out to complete Flatpak remote. Well, let's just check that theory and see whether we need to do that. That's install GIMP. Yep, GIMP looks like GIMP's going to be installed, so that's enter for yes, enter for yes. So you don't have to uninstall Snap to install Flatpak. That's just my personal preference and the way I would like to do it if I was running Ubuntu. It's just my personal preference, and you got the Snap there, you know, just in case you want to use snaps. Or you don't want to use snaps. It's an option. This is just my personal preference of how I would like to run it. Okay, please log out for GIMP to appear in the menu. Well, let's just check, see if GIMP shows up, because I have a feeling it may. Remember, it takes a couple of seconds sometimes. So in this case, it's not going to show up. So let's just do a quick log out. Let's log that out. Let's check real quick. There's GIMP. No problem at all. And GIMP's up and running, so that's all well and good. So we've got the other utilities, which is the Virt Manager Utility, Virtualbox Utility. Install Virtualbox on Ubuntu. Let's give that a quick go. Enter for yes. And I think there's already currently a lot of support for Virtualbox and Ubuntu, so it's probably not as complex, I wouldn't think, as Arch. And that would be Virtualbox installed. And there's Virtualbox. Now extension pack, file, extension pack, preferences, extensions. So it's already got an extension installed. It's interesting. Not in Arch, it doesn't come with that. You've got to install it yourself. Now I'm just interested to see the script in here for Virt Manager scripts. It will be add Virtualbox USB support. Let's just have a quick look at that. I think, yeah, in the one that I was trying in Arch, I think I had an error coming up because I had this user at the end of this command here, which I don't have in this one, and I forgot to check, to be honest, but it's definitely not in that one. So you can see I've made some slight errors in some of the scripts I've done. Got confused with what command I was doing, I suppose. So if we was to add Virtualbox support, there's no errors, and shared folder as well. And there's no errors. Now this is my latest Yad-PCTLC because of some of the errors I had in the early stages of this video. So yeah, I only need to update that for these whole Virt Manager scripts here. They're all, it doesn't matter what base you're on. So once I update that, it's updated for all bases pretty much. Some of the Ubuntu scripts, yeah, the Firefox one, definitely I've updated that to change the owner on the Firefox.desktop because it's in user share. So that's it's a system file. It's in a system folder. It needs to have the permissions changed. You could put it in the local folder, I suppose, but that's only for one user. When it's in the user share, that's for all users. So I like to cover all those bases there. So that's the Virtualbox. We'll try the Virt Manager real quick. Utility. We know that works. We didn't have a problem with that. We can install Virt Manager on Ubuntu. We've done that already. We had a maybe we should check to see if we do get an error with this one, or it installs properly. So it's just dawned on me while I was sitting here just watching that install that we've got the Virt Manager group permissions, which I think I didn't run in the first part of this video. So maybe that's the problems I was having. So group permissions done. Let's just check the libvirt status, and it's active and running, and it's enabled. So that's all good. So you can stop it if you wish, which I think we did. And then we can check the status. Still enabled. Enabled. It's inactive. Okay, I get confused with these colors sometimes. So if we was to start libvirt and check the status again, and now it's active and running. Okay, let's just check Virt Manager machine, which is over here. See if there's any errors. Verify that the libvirt daemon is running. Okay, there's an error. Let's just check the status on that again. It's active and running. It's enabled. Okay, there's saying it's not connected. There's no errors here this time. So let's go back to the Ubuntu utility. Now let's just say you wanted to restore snaps. What you would do is if you wanted to use the Snap Firefox browser, you could remove Firefox because Firefox is in here. So what you could do is remove Firefox. Let's just do that. So let's just check for Firefox. It has gone. No Firefox left. You can exit that. You could restore Snap. So let's try that. You could keep the Firefox you installed in there. I don't know whether you'd be able to tell which one's which. So while that's installing, let's just have a quick look at the Ubuntu scripts and restore Snap. Let's just have a quick look at that. And what it does is removes the that little file I put in, and then it installs Snap and also the Snap Firefox. So that's what that's doing. I think I showed that earlier in the piece. And that's the Snap pre-installed. So what we'll do is let's do a check Snap list. And there's the Snap list there. That's it there. I don't know if Firefox is installed. Let's just check that. No Firefox. Let's just do a log out. Actually, I'm going to do a reboot. Let's restart that. So we'll just check for Firefox. No, there's no Firefox installed. Interesting, because I'm sure I run that command sudo apt install Firefox. I thought would install the Firefox. Firefox is already the newest version. Okay. Alright, so that's it for Virtual Machine Manager. I'm pretty happy with the way Virtual Machine Manager is running, so I wanted to test that out as well. So that was the Yad-PCTLC Yad forms and scripts in Ubuntu. Few issues there. It looks like I've sorted them. So when I'm sorting these things out, I will go to my main system and I will update the scripts as I go, because the actual folder that I work with is this main folder in here. Best Yad scripts, that's the folder there, and I'm updating that as I go, as I come across any issues. Probably needs real hardware testing as well, I would say. It's mainly the browsers I'm interested in. You got the Virtualbox utilities as well. Just makes it convenient to install. There was an error there on the Virt Machine Manager. It's probably because it's installed in the Virtualbox. That could be the issue. Yeah, but I definitely have tested this before, but maybe not everything. I thought I'd tested everything, but I've been working on this for quite a while, so who knows. I may have missed some things, definitely missed some things on there. So it looks like it's all working well. Pretty happy with that. So yeah, this video has taken quite a long time because I didn't expect all these issues. I had to stop recording at some stage because I just felt pressured. It's nothing worse than trying to fix something when you're recording and you just want to do your video, but then you've got problems. So you've got to stop it and try and focus on what the issues are and then bring them back into the camera when done. So anyway, that's the Ubuntu Yad-PCTLC. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting and informative, and thanks for watching.